Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite K-pop girly, May, aka seokiology. Now, a lot of y'all were wondering where I've been, and truth be said, I got a full-time job back in April, which was super exciting because it was my first full-time job since graduation. And although I really appreciate my time there, I felt like I really grew and furthered my career interests. I built an amazing portfolio, and I met such amazing people during my time at work. Funny story, this has to be for a separate video, but I literally expose how much I'm obsessed with K-pop to my coworkers, and oh my gosh, I cannot live it down. But anyways, but the only con was that I feel like I just didn't have much of a work-life balance. I literally would come home from a 2-hour commute, then I had to sleep within 4 hours, so I felt like I just did not have enough time to explore any like interest. Like it would just take me like days to upload a video. So being an adult is just not fun at all. I remember one time Everglow Up asked me during her live stream where I've been because I basically disappear. So I told her about my whole job situation, and she responded be like, wow, congratulations, that's so exciting, you pay taxes now, huh? And bro, the minute I heard the word taxes, I got so triggered because, like, don't get me wrong, I think paying taxes as a citizen is such an important and beautiful duty. I think taxes are the backbone of any great country because they fund a lot of social programs too. But at the same time, seeing your sweet, sweet money stripped away is so sad. But recently my job ended, so I'm job hunting now. So now I have some more time to relax, focus on my hobbies, which include going back to KTube. I also tried to rearrange my life because I always wanted to consistently upload videos, and I feel like this is a great time for me to really get my schedule all together and learn how to manage both work, other interests, and KTube. Now, today's topic are going to be my K-pop Roman empires. Now, for those of you who are not chronically online, people knows that a lot of Caucasian heterosexual males think about the Roman Empire all the time. Hence, a new slang term was formed. According to the New York Times, a Roman Empire are the topics one contemplates in private more than anyone realizes. And man, I have a but. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Also, I think I may be the first K-tuber doing this type of video idea, so I guess I started a trend. But if you are a K-tuber who wants to do their own K-pop Roman Empire, go ahead, but I would really appreciate some credit.
This is Sparta!
So this was my first ever K-pop Roman Empire before we even knew what a K-pop Roman Empire was. And I think everyone has the same one. It's those what-if groups. For example, what if Jisoo accepted SM Entertainment's offer? Would she be in Red Velvet? What if Minyeon never left YG? Would Blackpink become a 5-member girl group? Would she fit Blackpink's sound and concept? What if Somi never left JYP? Would she be a soloist, or would she have been ITZY? And how would ITZY's song sound like with Somi in the mix? For me, back in 2018-2019, I found out that Shanu from Monsta X used to be a JYP trainee, but he left the company due to trainee absences. I also found out that Jungkook from BTS rejected an offer to join JYP. Instead, he signed with Big Hit Entertainment because of Namjoon's glorious diets. And man, I wonder what goes on in that kid's brain. And did I just call him a kid when he's like 2 years older than me? I digress. At the time, there was a popular rumor that J-Hope was a trainee at JYP, or JYP rejected his audition. While I cannot find a source that verifies this information, J-Hope did confirm in an interview with IU that he passed JYP's open audition, so it is possible he could have trained there. Now, as a baby K-pop fan, all I could think about is, what if Shanu, J-Hope, and JK were all in JYP? Would they all be in GOT7? I mean, would GOT7 be renamed to GOT10 then? Or if JYP was adamant over debuting a 7-member boy group, which 3 members from the lineup would be cut off to accommodate J-Hope, Jungkook, and Shanu? The thing that really kept me up at night is, who would be the main dancer be if there was a GOT10? Yugyeom, Shanu, and J-Hope are all main dancers of their respective boy group. So who would the main dancer be? Or would there be 3 main dancers in this group? Or would it be like 1 main dancer or 2 lead dancers? But still, I don't think anyone can handle this type of dance line. In my personal opinion though, I think J-Hope would still be the main dancer because the way this man moves, like his legs are so jelly. I think he would be the top dancer. But we could debate over this in the comments. On top of that, who would be the main vocalist? Because Young Jae is a phenomenal vocalist, but so is Jungkook. Man, I need these men to do a vocal riff off. And I mean, Jungkook, Shanu's voices are so perfect for R&B. So right now I'm imagining how their voices would sound like in Calling Your Name. overall, GOT7, like right now, is such a talented group. But adding Jungkook, J-Hope, and Shanu in the mix, then you have your supreme boy group. But I will say, I think replacing 3 members for J-Hope, Shanu, and Jungkook would have definitely impacted GOT7's image. Because what makes GOT7 so successful is their international line. Bam Bam, Mark, and Jackson, which meant that GOT7 was able to penetrate several international markets, particularly the Thai and Chinese market exceptionally well. So if they took 1 or maybe 2 members from the international line for this new lineup, it would definitely have impacted GOT7's marketability. Also, I think what's even cuter is that Yugyeom and Jungkook are best friends in real life. Like, I remember Jungkook would talk about going bowling with him. So I feel like having a group with these 2 evil maknaes would have been hysterical to watch. So anyways, what is your K-pop what if groups?
This is Sparta!
Now, speaking of JYP and what ifs, what if JYP actually passed his SM audition? So a couple of years back, JYP revealed on KBS Immortal Songs that he failed a live audition, notably SM Entertainment. So if JYP passed and debuted in SM, it's possible he would never have found the JYPE, meaning that so many JYP K-pop groups like Twice, GOT7, Wonder Girls, and 2PM wouldn't have existed. Now, before people comment saying, well, a lot of idols formed their own companies after debut, like Holowen forming her own label after Sisters disbandment. While that is true, again, it's typically around 7 to 10 years after their debut because they're locked into a contract for such a long time. And also, most groups disband or stop promoting actively around the 7 to 10 year mark. And if we look at the time, like JYP debuted as a solo artist in 1994 and formed JYP in 1997, which is also the same year Jiho debuted. That's crazy. And so yeah, JYP in general was different from other idols because he formed his company within 2 to 3 years after his debut. That's quite different from other people. So that means that if JYP had a typical SM idol group, JYPE would have been formed years later. So it's possible a lot of iconic K-pop groups that are so dearly in love would never go to fruition. Love him or hate him, I mean, just ask those actors from that award show. Oh my god. JYP has transformed K-pop. Groups like Wonder Girls and 2PM made K-pop popular outside of Korea, like basically made K-pop popular in other Asian countries. Even Twice is making a huge name for themselves in America, so is Stray Kids. So JYP has made K-pop so influential and is a mastermind behind songs like Good Girl, Bad Girl, Tell Me, and Feel Special. But then again, he wrote Signal and I'm Gonna Be a Star, and I effing hate those songs. So maybe him passing that SM audition would have done wonders for my mental health and would probably have stopped me having an unhealthy obsession with a woman who's out of my league. If you guys don't get the joke, it's Jiho from Twice because she is my wife, even though she does not legally recognize it.
This is Sparta!
Now, I think this is everyone's Roman Empire. I mean, are you really a K-pop fan if you do not think about this at all? And it is a beef between Twice's Jungyeon and BTS Jimin. So fans started noticing this supposed conflict back in February 2017 when BTS and Twice were respectively promoting their songs Spring Day and Knock Knock. And during their joint music show interview, BTS sang Spring Day, in which Jungyeon joined along. And Jimin just did not like that. He proceeds to side-eye her. And everyone and their mamas were laughing at this whole thing because you rarely see idols openly giving each other dirty looks. However, people started digging into this drama because, of course, K-pop fans are the number one when it comes for tea and gossip. I feel like they can outperform the FBI for anything. And they realized that there seems to be a years-long beef between them because back in 2016, Twice was promoting at a music show and decided to react to their performance backstage. And prior to this reaction, the MCs were interviewing Jimin and Jungyeon looked mad uncomfortable. She was avoiding the TV, just didn't want to make eye contact with it, and even her bandmates were laughing at her. There was so much awkward silence, and even at a award show, you see the pair avoiding eye contact with each other. Like, what's going on? Are they arch nemesis? Did Jungyeon stole Jimin's dumpling? Maybe she's the one who framed V. Anyways, here's my theory. I think they dated and it was a really messy breakup. So at first, Jungyeon's super uncomfortable when she sees Jimin. She feels super tense. So that's why back in 2016, she was so uncomfortable looking at them. But now she's over the breakup because here's the thing. Jungyeon's a Scorpio, so they're very petty and vindictive people. So I think she sang Spring Day to spite Jimin. And plus, Jimin's a Libra, who are also very petty people, which which is why they constantly side-eye and ignore each other. So, you know, Jungyoung, at first, she was super awkward over Jimin, but now she's like, F you, Park Jimin! I'm a bad bee, not you! So, my second theory is that I think they went to the same elementary school and they fought over some Legos and they still have beef to this day. But anyways, what are your thoughts? Why do you guys think they are beefing? Or do you think this whole thing is blown out of proportion?
This is Sparta!
So I made this list on Sunday, December 3rd, and recently many news outlets reported that Jennie and V broke up. But here's the thing, neither of them have ever confirmed that they dated. So my Roman Empire is, did they really date? Because, okay, there was a lot of leaked photos of them together, and while some fans claim most of them were edited, I did see a couple that looked super realistic. Besides, weren't they spotted in Paris together holding hands? It happened back in May. And honestly, it really does look like them. And then on July 11, Jennie posted this photo of them with the caption, "A few weeks back," which was super close to the Paris timeline. And her outfit in her Instagram photos looked identical to that alleged photos in Paris. So when that came up on my timeline, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, is this Jennie's way of confirming? Either way, I think we all agree that they would be such a hot couple. I mean, they are such gorgeous people. They have that mysterious, fierce look to them. And I think their personalities would work really well together. V is a very goofy person, whereas Jennie's more shy. So I guess you can brighten her up. On top of that, they have amazing fashion sense. So I think they have the most aesthetically pleasing couple pictures. And my other Roman Empire would be imagining them doing cutesy things together, such as couple vlogs, going to events together. Like, come on, people. The photos we would get out of that, they would have the best couple photos, talking about each other in interviews. We were derived of this possible cute photos, and this just couple being public and openly in love with each other because of those psycho K-pop fans who cannot handle their oppas dating someone. But anyways, what do y'all think? Do you guys think they're dating? And what K-pop idols do you guys think were low-key dating too? What are your K-pop Roman Empire couple editions?
This is Sparta!
So this Roman Empire is more of a conspiracy theory, but who doesn't love a good conspiracy theory? And it's a whole chunk. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm just, okay. Okay, calm down, okay. But this one is that Jungkook is a reincarnated version of Princess Diana, and initially, everyone formed this theory because Jungkook was born the day after she passed away. And initially, I thought this was just a dumb internet joke, kind of like how people were joking that Trisha Paytas' baby is a reincarnated version of Queen Elizabeth since Trisha gave birth the day the Queen died. I was hanging out with my friend Sam a couple weeks ago. Hey Sam, have you seen this? And she was telling me the reason why she believes in this whole theory is because apparently Jungkook's biggest fear are microwaves. He always says, I'm scared that it's going to explode everywhere. And apparently Princess Diana one time set the palace on fire because of a microwave. So people are theorizing that Jungkook must have inherited this fear from his past life. They also both share similar mannerisms like hiding their eyes with their hair. And they have a similar scar in their left cheekbone. They even share the same coy smile. Also, Jungkook has a crown tattoo on one of his fingers. So that's a clear nod to Princess Diana. Honestly, this is a conspiracy theory that low-key adds up. Everything from the mannerisms to deep things about Jungkook's psychology, like fears and all. And if it's actually true, Jungkook, I'm more than happy to be your princess or queen, or I don't know, I'll be your lover in your next life.
This is Sparta!
So I feel like all my Roman empires have just been conspiracy theories, what if, or just plain gossip. So my final one is something more wholesome. So as y'all know, I am Canadian, and I was wondering, are the Canadian K-pop idols like P1 Harmony Keeho, NCT Mark, and the boys Jacob and Kevin friends? Do they meet up and binge all my favorite Canadian cartoons from my childhood, like 16 and Total Drama Island? Do they go on Canadian food adventures, like visiting all the Tim Hortons in Korea? But for the past 1 to 2 years, all I would fantasize about is them covering Big Time Rush's Boyfriend. I mean, they have such smooth vocals. It would sound like a masterpiece. I could hear Keo be like, oh, whoa, and then they all join together and be like, looking for a boyfriend. I see that And of course, Mark would cover Snoop Dogg's part because they're both rappers. And I just think this would be amazing. And I would love for them, after this whole Big Time Rush's boyfriend cover performance, for them to cover other Canadian artists like Mariana's Trend, of course, Korea's favorite, Justin Bieber or Simple Plan. And maybe they post it for every Canada Day, which is July 1st. I don't know, but I really want to see them collaborate or just interact in general. And now this is the end of the video. However, this saga will continue because I would love to do a part 2 and possibly a part 3 to this whole idea. Please subscribe because I have so many other video essays that are in the draft, such as beauty standards and media exploitation. So I hope you... I actually forgot how I end these videos. It's been such a long time. But anyways, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.